Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 13 of my full platinum walkthrough for the Demon's Souls remake on PS5. We are going back to the Shrine of Storms. We're going to, more specifically, 4-3 Altar of Storms. We're going to go and take on the Archdemon for that area, which is the Storm King. Probably my favourite fight, definitely in this remake, the atmosphere and everything. It's amazing. You probably know about this fight. There is a way to do it very quickly. Well, not quickly. This is actually quite a long fight because you want to keep yourself hidden most of it. But there is a way to deal with the Storm King. There is a special weapon here that we're going to go and pick up, the Storm Ruler. Just make sure you have the Ring of Magical Sharpness and Cling Ring, because we're going to be taking on the lots and lots of Sky Cows, which you're going to see. I'm just going to skip the cutscene here. You don't need to watch that, but watch when you. It's amazing. It really is one of the best parts of the game when I first saw that. Anyway, lots of Sky Cows. You need to try and get rid of these. Well, we're going to get rid of these to start with. So don't rush down. Let them come to you. They will come to you. And then just hit them. You don't need to use Soul Ray. Soul Arrow should be enough if you have the Ring of Magical Sharpness on. Do one shot each one. And just take it easy. When you see them sort of aim towards you, then get ready to lock on and take them down. The Storm King will leave you alone at this point. He will sort of come down. She will, maybe, probably a she. No, King has to be a he. Whatever. They will come down once there's about sort of 4 or 5 of these guys left. So yeah, watch you don't get crowded as well. And if you do go on the defensive, don't try and shoot them down. Just wait till it's clear again. And yeah, just keep taking them out and clear this area. It's a must at this point. Hopefully you are magic. If you're watching this series, you're going to be a magic build. It's going to make this a much simpler. If not, you'll have to use a bow and arrow, holy arrows or white arrows. So this is the reason we want to sort of stay hidden, is when the Storm King comes after you like that, you'll see lots of these. You see them then, the sort of missile things. The arrow showing you cannot hit it with magic. There's probably a point where you can, but it's just not worth going for. So clear the last ones out. When it comes back round, it usually drops one, so there's usually one around anyway, of the little ones. Yeah, so we can't reach it with magic. We're going to need to get the Storm Ruler. I'm just going to wait for it to come back and do another pass. It's just better to be safe with this one. Use these rocks to hide. You see these arrows coming in. If they get you, they will just tear you apart. Probably one hit kill, to be honest. See, there's one there already. It always seems to have one around, so ignore it and then run down here. Look out for Cloudstones as well, which the little Sky Cows they're going to drop. So keep an eye out for those. You saw me pick up a couple earlier on. These 2 Crystal Lizards, don't bother going for both of them. If you can, get one. It doesn't matter. We can come back and do them afterwards. But if you know it's safe, then just go and get one of them. And then hide. Wait for the incoming attack again. Shield up as well, obviously, because you don't know where they're coming from at that point. And when it's clear, go and grab the Crystal Lizard if you manage to kill it. We'll be doing that at the end of this video. I've got Pure Moonstone yet again. I think I get 3. Yeah, in this video, at the end of it, we're going to do this boss fight, and then we're going to go and kill lots of Crystal Lizards and get enough upgrade materials to fully upgrade the Crescent falchion, which is going to be really helpful for us. Really helpful. There's 4 Crystal Lizards in this area. Not 4-3, but the whole of the Shrine of Storms. So we'll go back, do that. We'll go and do the White World Tenancy event as well. But back to the fight. Yeah, it's just a case of waiting. Let it do its passes. Let it fire its sort of whatever they are, torpedo, arrow things, like mini rays. They're crazy. Anyway, wait for them, and then you can Storm Ruler. At this distance, you aren't going to hit. So once you have the Storm Ruler equipped, you press R1 or R2, and it's going to do sort of a charge attack, and you can hit it in the sky, basically. Yeah, but at this distance, it's not very good. I don't like to stay down here, but I'm just making sure it's clear again. See, I can't. Yeah, you want to wait till it's sort of over the top, and at that point, I think you hit the rock. No, I did get one in. We got one in. I don't like. So that's an R1. You can see the damage. It's quite a lot of damage. I think R2 is actually more, which you're going to see me do as well. You can use Storm Ruler on these guys, but it's just sort of habit to switch back to magic. And completely missed twice. Yeah, so we're going to farm down here for those crystal lizards, and those guys will appear. The storm cows, whatever. The mini ones will always come back, so you can actually farm them for a lot of souls as well, which we're going to do, and level up a bit as well. So I'm coming back up here where we started. It's just, I find it better up here, even though I completely missed again. So wait till it's over the top here is the best, and then you get a nice. See, that was an R2. That seemed, I don't know whether, I feel like it did more damage, maybe not. It's probably the same, but either way, R1, R2, whichever. And then it's just a case of waiting. I'm going to wait up here, just where it's safe. You can try and chase it down if you want, but you could eventually get sort of caught out. You don't want it to do this barrage of attacks and then you get caught out. You see them coming in now. So they'll sort of come in from the left, from the middle, and then from the right as well. You can see some coming right from the right hand side there. They're the ones you need to watch out for, because you might sort of think it's clear when it's actually not. Then once it's done that, yeah, you have to wait till it's annoying. It's habit, you just want to do it as quickly as possible to try and kill it. But you're probably not going to. I could have done with that one getting in. It uses stamina, so you're going to want to watch out for that. It will use all of your stamina. So we're going to get one more pass here. I mean, I kind of don't want this fight to end either. It's so cool. There's one. I think 150. I think it is the same R1 and R2. Yeah, missed again. So we'll get it when it does its next pass. We'll kill it that time, and then we'll start doing the crystal lizards and go for the upgrades and the white tendency event for this world. So we are getting to the point where we're going to be starting to clean up. We just have 5-2, 5-3, 1-3, and then 1-4, which is just a boss. So yeah, we're getting towards the end of the first playthrough. The second playthrough is going to be much quicker. It's not even really a playthrough, it's just sort of get the boss souls that we need to get the spells that we need. Right, here we go. Final pass. Probably took way too long. It was definitely much quicker on my original playthrough of this, but I was a bit more daring. It's when you're recording, you sort of hold back a bit. There we go. It's down. Storm King's trophy. That's done. No specific thing you need to do for that one or anything. I would have thought there would have been a trophy for kill it with the Storm Ruler, but I suppose it's part of the gimmick of that fight, so you'd need to do it anyway. So switching back to the crescent falchion at this point, and we're just going to clean up. So behind here are some holy arrows. You can hide in here as well and do the fight from in here, but I prefer to be out there with it. Just up at the top is safest, especially if there's some of the small ones around. It's just safe to stay up there. Just looking around for Cloudstone, make sure the little ones haven't dropped any. Cloudstone chunks are quite rare, so what we're using those for is the shield. The things that the crystal lizards drop, the moonshade stones, is what we're using for the sword. If you can get some cloudstones, don't worry about if you can't. It's helpful, but don't worry, honestly. It's just going to be more magic protection if we get to upgrade the shield. I don't get to do it because I don't get many chunks. They're quite rare, to be honest. Once you're done, there's a pure cloudstone. You always get that, and obviously the soul. Yeah, so you can warp straight back into this area, and this is what it will look like. I thought it'd be funny to show you. Yeah, they'll all be back. So the idea is we're going to do the crystal lizards, but yes, don't walk back straight to that one. Go to the other one. I went to the other one and started, but then I realised I'm still in human form and I do not want to die. So make sure you come back here. You may have seen that my souls have gone up a bit. Yeah, I've come back here to kill myself, basically, and just drop a few things off. And yeah, use the souls that we already have before we go and do the crystal lizard farming. Yeah, I noticed because my actual damage output was lower. Yeah, getting ahead of myself. So yeah, drop off everything you need. Don't need any of these. Don't need to be holding the materials, so just drop them off. Drop Storm Ruler off as well. We don't need that anymore. Holy Arrows. And yeah, nothing else should be clear after that. Plenty of rings now. Yeah, that's going to be the bit, the cleanup after all the worlds are complete is going to be all ring stuff. So don't worry, we'll get it all. And then go level up. I'm going to do magic. Bit of intelligence. We want to get to 25 intelligence. Probably going to stop there, to be honest. Maybe 1 or 2 more and that'll be it. Yeah, just for now, just a bit more magic intelligence. We will be back with a lot of souls, over 100,000, if you do it the same way as me. Yeah, so I'm going to kill myself because that's the main reason I've come back at this point. Do not want to die. You do not want to die. Your world tendency will go down and you will not be able to do the event that we need to do, which we're going to do shortly. So yeah, make sure you kill yourself. My souls from my previous death at the end of the previous video were there. But there we go. Just go and get those and then we'll go back to 4-3, back to the altar. Just show you the world tendency. Should be nice and sparkly. Obviously it'll be bright. It's the little embers that are the most important bit. It shows that you're in pure white. So the materials that we need, if you've managed to upgrade your crescent falchion once like I did, so it comes upgraded and then you get it upgraded one more time. I did it a while back, I can't remember which video, but we did do it a while back. You will need 18 of the shards, so pure shade stone, moon shade stone, sorry. So yeah, 18 shards, 9 chunks and 1 pure. So that will fully upgrade the crescent falchion. So as long as you have that many, you can stop the crystal lizard farming. So at this point here, I'm just trying to find it. There it is. I can see it. I'm looking right at it. I know exactly what it looks like. The pure blade stone. Grab that and put it in your inventory. We're going to be trading that. You can also grab the telescope. Don't need to do this one. It's for a fragrant ring. If for some reason you don't have one, get it and you can trade that as well. We will have 3 by the end of this. So yeah, should be enough. Right. So go to the old hero archstone, so the beginning of the fight. And then you're going to want to make your way down. See, they're all back. So you have to do this and make your way down to the crystal lizards. You can run to the crystal lizards and just go for it if you want, but you will get a lot of souls from killing those guys, and they're easy. So I've skipped forward. I'm not going to show you the whole process, but kill them all and then come down and get the crystal lizards. And do this as many times as you can, basically until the crystal lizards stop appearing. You should be able to do each one 4 times. Don't worry about getting both. If you can, do it. If not, don't worry. Usually the second one will run off and bury itself. I do actually manage to get it this time though. Yeah, so just go for 1 and then you can redo this section over and over again. And yeah, just keep going. So I'm not going to show the whole process. I'm actually going to go and get another couple of items here. So just moving off to the left hand side. A couple that I forgot to get earlier. Cloudstone Chunk, which is down here. So yeah, what I ended up doing was coming and doing this 2 more times, getting the one that I'd already killed twice. So that will be 4 in total for that one. And then there was once that I've killed the one that sort of runs off to the right hand side. I come back and do that 3 more times. So he will spawn separately. It's weird how they work, but they sort of... It's tied to how many bosses you've killed in the area as well. So that's why we're going to go back and do the others as well. So Stone of Ephemeral Eyes I missed as well. So once you've done that area, you've done it as many times. I'm going to not show the whole process. Go back to the first area, 4-1 Island's Edge. So you're going to see my souls are quite high. 109,000. I've cleared those crystal lizards out completely. They don't spawn anymore. I've kept doing it over and over, killing the sky cows, getting the crystal lizards. So you do the same until you get bored as well. As long as you have 18 shards, 9 chunks, 1 pure stone, that's all you need. So back here, kill that skeleton. Don't use magic on it just in case you hit this guy. He's going to tell you he wants a sword, which we're going to go and get. But whatever you do, do not give him the sword yet. We need to give it him for a trophy, but do not give it him because he will instantly attack you, and meaning you will have to kill him, and that will take your character tendency towards black, and we do not want that. So just hold off. You can speak to him now. Just make sure you don't accidentally hit him when the skeleton comes for you or anything like that. Just leave him. We'll come back to him a lot later on when we're ready to deal with all the character tendency and things like that. So we're just making our way towards the tree where Sparkly is and the crystal lizard for this area. And we're just going to do the same thing over and over again. So come up here, use Soul Arrow, one-shot these guys. It's beautiful. All the trouble they may have given you. Their double shot, I wasn't expecting the double there. They may have given you when you first came here. Yeah, it's nice to just come back, kill them in one go. Ignore the ones on the top, just make a run for the bridge or the wall, the fort. Go through here, watch out for the trap. You can shield up and walk straight into them. It's just habit for me to walk into the wall like that. Go to the top. And then we're going to go straight on. We'll get this archer one in a minute. It's best to kill him because when we go for the crystal lizard we need to drop down there. He'll just be firing at us, although he probably wouldn't do much damage at this point anyway. Kill that one, watch out for this one. Nice. And there's one at the top, and then we're going to do the archer. And then we're going to do some trading. There is a lot of items you can trade. Only one trade per playthrough of an item. So we've got the pure blade stone. We're going to trade that for a ring. The ring of longevity. You can only do that once per playthrough. You can do it again if in New Game Plus, but only once now. And there's a big list of items. Well, it's not very big, but the most important items are the ones we're going to do here. We will need to come back here and trade something else later on. So, yeah, that's from 1-3. We need a gold coin. At that point, I'll make a list and we'll sort of trade everything off that we kind of don't need. And, yeah, get a few items. There's not much. Most importantly, pure blade stone. Whatever you do, choose drop. Do not choose discard. If you choose discard, it will be gone forever. You need to press drop. So drop it underneath the tree like that. And then quit out. So exit game. God, the load speeds on this thing. I've not edited this at all. The load speeds are just beautiful. So quit out. Jump back in. And your ring will be waiting for you. You've made the trade. There you go. So you can also use the telescope, the brass telescope, to do exactly the same thing and get the Fragrant Ring. We already have 2, but for whatever reason, if you don't have one or if you want to wear 2, whatever, yeah, you can trade this brass telescope. It's just something I remembered. Not essential, but same thing, quit out, jump back in. So you can only trade this brass telescope once. You can only trade the pure blade stone once per playthrough, but you can trade as many items as you like. Not everything gives you something. That Sparkly has to say happy to accept the trade kind of thing. Sometimes you drop something and they don't, or she doesn't want to. Yeah, so that's it for this area really. All there is left to do is kill this crystal lizard over and over again. We've done it once, that's the second time. We can do it 2 more times. So I'm not going to show it, but essentially I'm going to run back to the archstone. And then you can come back and do it. I do it 2 more times, so 4 in total. Each crystal lizard will now have more spawns because we've killed more bosses since we first saw them. That's how the best way to kill these guys is to just step around them. They're really not too difficult if you're melee. You can just step around them, get the backstab, finish them off. So I'm just going to drop down here and run back. So yeah, I just did this a couple more times, did the circuit, got some more shards. That one drops, so that's the one we need the most of. We need 18 of those. So run it, do it a few times, and then once you've done that, we're going to go to the ritual path and grab the sword, the magic sword, Makoto, yeah, that word. I'm going to switch to the Ring of Magical Dullness because we do need to drop down to where the sort of Reapers are, and it's just easier to kill it with the sword. Yeah, because it's resistant to magic anyway. You see the souls at the top there, nice and high now. Lovely. Quite a few levels coming up. Yeah, dodge, because it's always going to shoot at you first time. And then, yeah, watch out for it. It might do that, and it might follow up with that as well. Yeah, so be aware, and then get rid of it. The only reason we're getting rid of it is because we don't want it following us. You can leave it if you want to, and just come straight down here. And we're going down this pit. So you remember there was an item on top of a rock we couldn't get to. It was out of reach. It's now dropped off because we're in pure white world tendency. It's dropped off. So this is an event that only happens in pure white world tendency, and this is why we need to move towards it. So go grab the sword. This is the sword the guy's looking for at the beginning of the area. Don't give it him yet. Don't even walk towards him with it equipped. He will outright attack you. So just ignore it. We're just going to store it away for now. So I'm going to switch back to sharpness. And yeah, we're just going to do the crystal lizard for this area as well. So same thing again. I hate this crystal lizard. I really do. So we're going to go where the black skeleton was, where we got the pure blade stone. If you're lucky, you might get another. Probably not, though. Much easier to kill this guy as well. So might as well get the crisp blade out. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Yeah, I hate this crystal. You saw me in the previous time when we were doing the pure blade stone farming. I fell off. This time I make the crystal lizard fall off. Using magic is probably the better option here, but I'm always paranoid about getting hit and falling. Yeah, so I knew it was going to fall off at this point, so I just threw it off. It's just, yeah. I have enough items at this point to fully upgrade anyway. I'm just showing you where to go. So yeah, you should be able to do that one at least one more time after this. I'm obviously not going to show it, but yes, do the circuit again one more time. Get the crystal lizard if you need it. And yeah, after that, we're going to go up to the opposite way to back into 4-1. So this is the Adjudicator's boss area, and there is one more crystal lizard if you need some more shards, and I'll show you where that is. Get rid of this guy, nice and easy. Bladestone. Helpful, but not helpful. Because we're not going to use it. Trap here, so watch out. You could probably just go to the left and completely ignore it. I don't know why I went right. Anyway, go through this doorway. Magic is definitely the best way to go here. Not sword, because you will hit the wall. And chase this lizard down. This is where we came very early on when we first came to this place. There was a ring up through the end of this path. And yeah, you're going to get some shards from this one. You should be able to come back and do this another 2 times. Obviously, I'm not going to show it, but that's what I did do. Came back and did it twice more. And yeah, nice and stocked up on souls, on upgrade materials, Moonshade Stone. So we can fully upgrade that sword that we've got. So we go straight from here. So if you press L1, you move across the Stonefang Tunnel, choose Smithing Grounds, and warp to Smithing Grounds. And we need to go and see the smith, obviously. And he's the one who will upgrade our sword for us. If you haven't given him the Searing Demon Soul, Flame Lurker's Soul, then you can do that now. You should have already done it though. Drop down. Don't worry if you go all the way down, you won't die. It will hurt though. And yeah, just speak to him. And let's get this +5. So it's at +2 now. 1 more up to +3. So it's taking 6 shards, 1 chunk. 6 shards, 3 chunks. And then finally 6 shards, 5 chunks, 1 pure. And that's going to put it at +5, which is really good. And then Shade Heater Shield. I only get the 1 upgrade out of this because I need 1 more chunk. They do drop. The sky cows can drop them, but it's quite rare, to be honest. You could farm them with the ring on, but you won't one-shot them anymore, and you could die. And the shield is not the most important thing. The sword was, so it's at +3 or whatever it's at now, so that's more than enough. Don't have to worry about it. And yeah, that's it. We're done at this point. We're just going to go and do our usual cleanup, although we've already done kind of one of them. I'm going to go drop everything else off, all the materials we don't need anymore, because they do take up a lot of weight. I don't know why I went to upgrade. Repair is what I wanted. Usual, even if I don't need it, doesn't need repairing, I'll always try it.
I was worried sick.
Hand everything in. So even hand that sword in as well. We don't need that yet. And yeah, that's going to be it. We're going to be moving on to 5-2 next. We're going into the swamp. There is a ring that can really help with the swamp. It's in the Tower of Latria, but it needs to be in pure black world tendency. But we're not there yet, or we're not in that area. We're not at black yet, so we're just going to have to leave it for now. So we'll use it in New Game Plus. Yeah, so upgrade. I'm going to do intelligence up to 25, 1 in endurance, 1 for vitality, just for good measure, why not? Rest in magic, and go. I actually realised as I'm running away, so I've got the magic capacity up, which means we can now store 1 more spell, or whatever, whichever way you want to work it. Have the protection spell, and 2 attack spells, or whatever. Definitely have some flame toss, or the other one, flame spray, I believe it's called, if my memory serves. We're going to go down. Yes, we are. Flame spray, fire spray. That's the one. You definitely want some fire for the boss of the next area. And I've just checked my souls in the top corner and realised I've actually got quite a few left. So I'm just going to spend a couple, check what I need, spend a few, and level up 1 more time. And that will be the end of this video. These are 2,000 storied. Yeah, I just wanted to check. So it is 2,000 on these ones. And I'm almost there. I couldn't remember exactly how much I needed, so I just used a few. I mean, these are only worth 200, so who cares? Yeah, 1 more upgrade. Stick it in magic. Why not? Even more powerful. Yeah, so next video, we're going off to the Poison Lake. That should be fun. We're actually going to skip quite a lot of the area because we don't need to do it, which is just better. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.